that old way of thinking or that way of thinking that you had, you can change that.
But it has to come from you,
It
though.
has to come from you, not your daughter or your son or my dad said he's sorry. No, what your dad said.
Right.
You know,
Here, go. Get something to wake his old bones up and make him apologize himself. This man was responsible of dropping off, bro, loads of crack cocaine to inner cities. Responsible. Was he solely responsible? Absolutely not. Did he have a hand in it? Maybe.
Can you let me know?
What percentage do you give me that maybe? A high percentage.
man, look, even us, regular citizens know how to stuff
Boy,
into that mic, Bill.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We do.
Even us regular folks know how that stuff get over here, man.
Yeah.
So, and they have so many ways to stop that stuff from getting over here. But by some magical way, some of them just, gets on by and gets that stuff here. Gets on a truck, gets delivered.
I'm actually
Because it comes over on a boat, then it has to be put on a truck to be delivered somewhere, right? Okay.
You think?
Okay.
You think?
Yeah.
How many people you know own a boat? Be honest though.
Can boats drive on the road? Absolutely not. That's my point. Boats can't drive; they dock, and then somebody has to get the stuff and load it on the truck.
Right. There is a such thing as sea police. I don't know if that makes sense. Coast Guard.
Coast Guard.
They patrol the actual seas, the oceans. They patrol the traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
I guarantee you, if Russia was trying to do some, anybody tried to do something, to harm U.S. through the seas, they would get stopped.
Oh, of course.
But you ain't stopping that young yayo.
So let me tell you what they said Pablo used to do. They said Pablo Escobar used to send so many pounds of drugs, coke, through the seas, through the water, specifically so it can get caught, so they wouldn't catch the other shipment coming right in. So he was sacrificing birds.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that's when you know you got chips. Y'all would just sacrifice 500 to get this 300 over there.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Wow.
Come on, man. They know. And it's higher up and it's bigger than us.
Those are the things we need to be. We don't need to be trying to storm Area 51. Or what is it called? It's Area 51?
Area 51, yeah.
Those are the things we don't need to be worrying about, man. We don't need to worry about that.
Yeah. Well, first of all, it'll never happen.
Ever.
So the people who think they're going to get by and get in there, just, okay, go ahead and try. You're going to look like young Sonny Corleone.
Corleone.
Trying to go through.
Not going to happen.
Yeah, that's how you're going to look. That's how it's going to end up. That's how it's going to end up, man.
Boy, Sonny was a hothead.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about, we're talking about the Godfather movie, man. That Sonny, if I was to be a character on the movie The Godfather, I would have wanted to be Sonny. Even though he didn't live a long life at all, he was with the smoke. You put hands on his sister, he was there.
Yes.
You talking to anybody bad mouth in his family, he was with it.
Mm-hmm.
He was willing to go put the work in, and he was reckless. He was a little reckless.
And he wanted to beat his brother up when he said he was going to the army. He was like, "You want to go what?"
This is family business. This family business. You don't want to be in family business?
He like, don't no. He said, "Don't risk your neck for somebody who they ain't not gonna risk their neck for you."
Do it for your family, though.
Yeah,
We got a nice organization here.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that they were running a family organization a little bit better than most corporate organizations. Sonny Corleone, wasn't he the firstborn?
Yeah, he's the oldest.
Yeah, he was old.
Yeah, see, that's how you gonna look when you try to
Boy,
If you try, if you try to,
boy, this image right here is not a good look.
if you try to storm area, boy, that's how you gonna look.
Hey,
That's how you gonna look.
hey, nice jersey right there.
All white.
The all white joint.
All white joint.
The all white joint.
Yeah, man.
That's how everything should be.
That part. He Ken Ronald Reagan over here.
I said that's how you gonna look if you try to storm
Oh, you
area.
don't even look like that.
Yeah.
No, Sonny Corleone. So if you seen the movie Godfather,
Yes.
so if you were to be any character on Godfather, I said that I would be Sonny, even though he didn't live long. What he was the first 2 seasons?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, he's only on one. That's it. He got killed in one.
But, yeah, well, I'll be Sonny still.
But he was in 2 as a little boy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But
They showed.
Yeah.
But they were showing how he grew up with a young.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Who would you be?
Wow, bro. I mean,
I think I'd have to be his daddy. Give me Don. I want to be Don Vito Corleone
Vito Corleone.
because he remembered what Homeboy did to his mother,
Yeah,
father,
he
and
did.
brother.
Yeah, he
Sure.
did.
Went back to
For-
the old country.
Yes,
Yes,
he
sir.
did, boy.
Yes, sir.
Boy, that was a nut.
I
Boy,
got
he
some
was
olive
smooth.
oil for you.
Yeah.
Boy, that was
yeah.
smooth.
Take that.
That was smooth.
You know what my name is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Vito Andolini.
Uh-huh.
Vito.
Yeah. Yeah. Come with. Go meet the maker.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
All right, let's get a mic check.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Mic check 1. Mic
Check,
check.
check.
Because you know
Check,
revenge
check.
is always good.
Yeah.
Ben's is always good.
Always sweet.
Yikes.
Yo, you tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio.
All bound. This your host, Dre Bailey. Sonny, a.k.a. Sonny.
Sonny Corleone.
Which one are you? We'll give you a second.
I could go.
Don't
I
say
could go with-
Fredo,
I can go
please.
with Sonny.
No, you can't be Sonny. I'm already Sonny.
I'm Vito.
This Vito.
I'm Don Corleone.
Y'all
I
gotta
got
let
you
me
nervous
think
coming
about
to my
that.
daughter's wedding. It is
boy.
nice
See, that's
for
the
you.
dude I would want to be. That's the
Yeah.
guy I would want to be.
Yeah, I'm Vito.
Just in the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I guess you,
Yeah, I would want to be that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm Vito.
which one would you be, Quan?
Ugh.
You gonna have to pick one because he gonna run out of characters to be. In a minute, he gonna be.
I'm out.
What's the one? What's the brother that they took out on the boat?
Fredo.
Boy, you better hurry up and not.
Don't be Fredo.
No,
Don't be afraid
No.
of. Which one?
I don't wanna
think
be the
Quan-
one that was a
Quan, I don't think you've
casualty.
seen it, have you?
I don't want to be a casualty.
It's been a long.
It's been a long time.
I don't
You-
want to
you're
be
the
a
lawyer.
casualty.
You're the lawyer.
Be
No,
one of the
he's
hitmen.
lawyer.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's the lawyer.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. What was his name?
Yeah, I'll be one of the hitmen.
Yeah, be one of the hitmen. The one that lasts the longest.
That
Yeah, I'll
part.
take that.
He went all the way to 3.
Yeah.
And I can still have you afraid at my daughter's wedding.
He actually is the one that killed Fredo on the boat.
Yeah.
So he lasted a long time.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll be the
And
hitman.
all he got was the little silent nod every time he got.
That's it, man.
Yeah. He
Hey,
looked
man,
at him.
If you have not seen that movie, The Godfather, please go watch 1, through 20.
The best movie ever. I'm telling you.
It is.
It's
It is the best
movie
man.
ever,
We're here
man.
to give you guys the best of sports talk radio. Although keeping it real is what we do also, man. We like to keep it 100, man. We like to engage with our audience and our followers, man. So we appreciate everybody chiming in to Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, man. Every Saturday at 2 p.m., every Tuesday at 6 p.m., man. Guerilla Cross Radios. Download that Guerilla Cross app on your phone, man. And you'll be able to follow LTBB in the building as we give you guys the best of sports talk radio. Please give us a call at the top of the hour at 702-608-3259, man. And I'm doing all this without my headphones, without my little card that I'm using. I usually have my little card and my little cue card.
You still live,
all that
bro?
stuff, man. So we live, man. We appreciate everybody really, spending a little bit of time on their Saturday with us, man. This is what we do, man. We give you guys the best of sports talk radio, man. Download that Guerilla Cross app, man. I can't say it enough.
Please.
Because I'm still telling people to this day, man. They like, oh man, how can I listen to you? You've been on the page though.
We've had the page for 4 years now. Okay, and each and every Friday night, I know I personally.
Okay.
I don't know what you guys do. I'm pretty sure you guys do what I do, just different days. But every Friday night, I make it my personal thing to put the show out there on the page.
Yeah.
And on my personal page.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, those that are on my page have zero excuse.
Right.
None. Like, I flood you with this.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on our Let the Ball Bounce page, you really have no excuse because it's at the top of the page.
Yeah. Hey, no excuses, man. 2019, man, we have to stop making excuses for each other, for ourselves, man. We got to be accountable for the things that we do personally, man. And but I did run into someone who I didn't know watches or listens to the show, was telling me how dope she thought the show was yesterday. And I was like, wow, I don't never see you. She's like, yeah, I just be watching. So we get a lot of people who watch but not necessarily want their name to pop up, and we get it.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's you can silently support someone.
Absolutely.
That's what they call silent partners in certain businesses.
Yes.
Certain people don't want their name, their face, a part of what you're trying to do as far as your business. So they just give you money or just support you. You know, anything that you do and you support. So we appreciate all our silent supporters out there, man.
I love it.
Yeah, man. Download the app. Please do. You know what I'm saying? Go to our IG page, man, and follow Let the Ball Bounce. Hit us on Twitter, man.
Yeah.
We have a Twitter page, man.
Yes, we do.
It's Let the Ball Bounce, and that's with
one
T.
T.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Say it all the time, man.
All the time.
It just rolls off your tongue easy, though. If you want to be
when y'all not here, I can say it.
Yeah.
One of y'all not here, I can say it.
Yeah.
And then like last week when me and Sherm was here,
oh yeah,
I was able to
In
say
that
it.
thing.
Yeah.
One T.
Emphasis, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we look, man. We got a team. The team is strong. You know, we building a team.
Team strong.
It may not stop at Goose, me, Bill Logan, or Sherm. It may be 2 or 3 other cats over the next couple of years.
Sure.
And what we're trying to do is, man, we are trying to give you guys a new type of ESPN, man. It makes no sense. Like, I honestly, and this is me, I do not really watch ESPN as much as I used to since having the show. And number 2, if I am watching it, the sound isn't on. I don't really care for the commentary.
Sure.
And so, we can give you guys that visually if you listen to us on the app, or if you're even watching on the page, man. We can give you guys, we can paint pictures and talk about it. And so I think this is what we do. We give you guys the best of sports talk radio. Let the Ball Bounce on Facebook, man.
Yes, sir.
Where it gets hot and heavy.
Stupid hot and heavy.
Yeah, man. Sometimes it gets overwhelming sometimes because I'm trying to keep up, and I can't put likes I'm trying to put likes everywhere, man. But it's time consuming.
Can't do it all the time.
But at the end of the day, man, I get my news and my intel and things from you guys on the page, man. So continue to be that silent supporter by giving your 2 cents to the Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio show, man.
Yes, sir.
I want to give a huge big ups to my friend LaToya Mosley Young, who just buried her husband this past week in a bad car accident, and she did it with her head high. She was prepared, and when I mean prepared, she had insurance already in place for her, her kids, and her husband. And so just that alone deserves a standing ovation because most people aren't prepared. Right. She came in with outside forces trying to tear it down with negative energy during a time of bereavement where you're trying to take care of business and at the same time grieve naturally as you can as possible because you're basically planning a homegoing celebration for someone, right? So anybody who ever has had to go through that, LTBB is here for you, and just reach out to us, man. We're not counselors, we're not therapists, but we know people who are. So if you want to reach out to us, let us know at lettheballbounce@gmail.com, man.
And we've been through those moments ourselves.
Sure.
A lot of people don't understand that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
We've been through those moments ourselves with loss of loved ones. Sometimes tragically.
Yeah.
You know. And
but it takes a village, and that's what we all here for. We want to have a conversation about it because being open and having conversations about it is something that we should do more. I think us as people, sometimes we hold a lot of things in, we bottle a lot of things up, and we don't want to bring a lot of people into what we got going on. But sometimes it's okay to open up to someone or something to help you through the hard times. And so with that being said,
a lot of people try to be strong like Florida Evans, you know.
Boy.
And in that moment, it might overwhelm you.
Boy,
you're gonna slam that punch bowl, and utter those 3 words.
But you say damn, right? We say damn on Christian radio. Hoover Dam.
You guys have said worse.
Yeah,
sure.
And we've been putting up these UFC videos, and Dana White definitely says the worst. So,
ouch. We are a Christian radio show. We are. LTBB.
We believe in God.
With that being said, man, keep your head up, Toya. If you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out to us. And that's what it is. I see people in the studio are kind of representing today.
Yes, sir.
You got the huge star. On your hat. You got the 94 49ers white joint.
Cowboy Justin Smith.
Ooh.
A monster.
Okay.
Defensive tackle.
Yeah, because you wouldn't wear his jersey if you didn't know nothing about it.
I wouldn't wear his jersey if I didn't.
But people do it. Remember at the Super Bowl
we did
3 years ago?
My man had no idea.
Sad.
He said he was a big-time Walter Payton fan.
Yes, he did.
He said he was the biggest Walter Payton fan of all time.
Yes, he was.
I said, well...
And he was from Chicago.
I said, well, what school did he go to?
Stop it.
That's
tragic. That's tragic, bros.
Listen, I never expect people to know too many people's colleges.
But
if it's your favorite player,
if it's your favorite guy,
if it's your top 5 favorite players,
you know where he went to school.
Listen, we need you guys to call in. Let us know where LeBron James went to college. 702-608-3259.
Yeah.
I gotta
watch some people try to say it.
I gotta hear this one. I gotta hear this one.
Hey, and if you can call right now before that one and tell me what school what college Kobe Bryant went to, I'll get you a floor seat to one of the Aces game.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Eagle Colorado High School.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Eagle Colorado.
No.
Fortunately.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, any of us that are fans of our favorite team, if you name one player from that team, we should be able to say which college he went to.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. And Justin Smith wasn't the most popular 49er.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He was definitely well loved by the fan base when he was there though. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The fan base loved Justin Smith.
Yeah.
Loved him, bro.
Like Jerome Bettis right here.
Oh, absolutely.
He went to Arizona State. Oh yeah, my bad, man. He went to Fresno. Yeah, my bad, man. I mean, he went to Hartford.
Oh.
Yeah.
My bad, man.
Yeah, that's how y'all sound.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah,
My man said,
yeah, man.
Walter Payton.
Yeah, Jerome Bettis, Georgia State.
It's my favorite
You
player.
shouldn't even have to think about where your favorite player would.
It's my
Right,
favorite
dude.
player. Where did he
Right.
go to college?
Right.
Was he the best Notre Dame running back?
Ooh.
Can you name one other?
Ricky Waters.
Oh, I was gonna say, if you say Rudy, I'm just playing.
Shut up, Quan.
Quan wanted
not say
Rudy.
You know,
Rudy.
He tried to put me.
Rudy.
He tries to put me back in the sock hop days every time.
Rudy.
Sock.
Ricky Waters was better.
As a
Notre Dame running
as a
back.
college player?
Notre Dame running back. He's
Ooh.
pretty nasty.
But as a college player though.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's tough.
I ain't
I ain't gonna say he was better.
I won't argue. I won't argue it.
I ain't gonna say he was better, but he was. He was up there.
Yeah.
Napoleon McCallum.
Ooh, McCallum.
Well, they got Anthony Johnson over Ricky Waters.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Who else they got over there?
Notre Dame running backs, bro.
Not a lot.
Not a whole lot, bro. I mean, obviously Jerome Bettis and Ricky Waters.
I mean, well, he's in the Hall of Fame, so
Boy.
Yeah.
he has to be probably the number one.
Mm.
You're right. You have to give him number one.
Mm.
Ricky Waters probably will never get there, but
Yeah. Speaking of Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
there was I ain't gonna say it was a debate, but it came up on the page. Shout out to Big Unc KB.
Yeah.
Posted this about our Vegas kid Steven Jackson.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
He asked, it was either KB or Will. Will Reed might have posted it. Shout out Unc Will Reed. It was one of them. He asked if SJ was a Hall of Famer. And I simply said, eventually he'll be. He's not a first, second, maybe not even a third ballot.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll get a gold jacket eventually, right?
Okay.
Who you talking about?
Steven Jackson.
Okay, yeah.
He was
You think so?
leading rusher in Rams franchise history.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some great backs came out of there. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you can look at it, one Eric Dickerson.
Yeah.
Who was a Rams running back.
Sleep on him so much. But go ahead.
Super duper. And I mean, to be in the top 20 in rushing all time,
Okay.
it's pretty good.
I think so.
Now his touchdowns may not be there. He's sitting at, I want to say 69 rushing touchdowns, 70
Okay.
rushing touchdowns. So not real crazy numbers there, but he played for a lot of bad football teams. Many bad football teams. A lot of those Rams teams, because he played for the Rams from 2003 to 2013, I believe. He had a 10-year stint with the Rams, give or take a year or two. There were some bad football teams that he was running the ball for at that time. They stunk. A lot of people seem to forget that. He was like really one of their only bright spots at that particular time.
Yeah.
So when you take that into consideration, I think people tend to back off of them a little bit because they were horrible. They weren't really good at all. But
More rushing yards than Marshall Faulk.
Come on, bro.
Boy,
Like,
why people forget that?
Come on, bro.
Because
like,
Marshall
let's-
Faulk won?
That
Mhm.
and I think
How
him,
dynamic he was.
he was very, very dynamic. Him
Mhm.
being a dual threat guy, I think really places him up. Steve wasn't that much of a dual threat guy. He could catch the ball out of the
Mhm.
backfield, but he wasn't Marshall Faulk.
Yes.
Like I think even he'll admit to
Yeah.
that. But when he got the football, good things happened.
Okay.
If you watched him play, when he got the football, good things happened.
Big
So,
back, ran
Huge,
hard,
ran super hard,
ran
very
so
strong,
hard.
very,
Yeah.
very strong. I
Yes.
worked out a couple of summers with Steve, and he's very big. Steve probably like 6'2", probably 245.
Mhm.
Easily playing weight. Easily. 240, 245. Big
Mhm.
back.
Mhm.
Him and Arnold Parker remind me of each other. Arnold was a little bit slimmer. Arnold, obviously, he was in here on the show a couple months ago with us. But they were both tall backs, and very, very strong. So to say that he won't make it, I won't go there.
Yeah, I mean,
I won't go there. He'll eventually get it. I think Edgerrin James gets the nod probably before Steve does.
As he should.
Rightfully so. But Steve will eventually get in.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
That's the operative word.
Sure.
For guys like that.
Yeah, but I mean, you know for sure that you got some OGs that still haven't made it in. Though.
Absolutely. There's plenty of them.
I've been banging the gavel for your guy, Donnie Shell, Pittsburgh Steelers. This dude has 4 rings, has over 50 interceptions in his career in a non-throwing era.
Non-throwing.
In the 70s and the 80s.
That's why it's impressive when you hear somebody like Dick LeBeau. Dick LeBeau had 60 interceptions.
And he's one of the.
But he's in though.
Yeah, and he was on the. I think he was on the all 70s, all 80s team.
Come on, bro.
In the decade.
Yep.
And he hasn't even got a sniff.
You can make 2 all-decade teams. You did all right, man.
And
he's been make 1 all-decade team. You did.
And he's been done with football for at least 60 years.
A long time.
And so, not saying that long, but
now Tony Dungy is advocating for him to get in.
Sure.
Because that was a teammate of his when he was in Pittsburgh. So, man, I think he should have got in before Brian Dawkins.
Yeah, Brian. See that was a scratching head moment for me. That Brian Dawkins, not that he got in, but then he got in as quickly as he did.
Yeah, to me, he was an eventually guy.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I turned 60. Yeah. I'm 43.
Yeah, I think he got in in his 5th year.
Wow.
But Donnie Shell has stopped playing. He stopped playing in like 87 or 88. And amassed all those numbers, has 4 rings. And is not in.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's tough, man.
I want Palomalu in.
He'll get in.
Yeah.
I don't think he's an eventually guy.
No.
If Brian Dawkins got in, Palomalu needs to be in too.
Yeah.
Next year is his year.
It better be.
He'll be eligible next year, right? Troy?
Yeah.
He may not get in on the first ballot.
Tragic, man.
He may not get in.
That's
on the
tragic,
first ballot,
bros.
bro. Because I know Dre remember because we talked about it several times. Remember when Dick LeBeau came in as when he came in as a D coordinator, he ended up switching Troy from free safety and bringing him to the line.
Yep.
That's when the what's the word I'm looking for? The legend of Troy Polamalu was born. When they moved him from the back to the front, the legend of Troy Polamalu was born at that time. That's when the Troy we know now became Troy Polamalu.
He wasn't a free safety.
He wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't
a free safety. That's what I was trying to tell one of my coworkers who's a Steeler.
And we had that discussion on the show.
I said he wasn't. He wasn't. I said, but what he did in the box was legendary.
Legendary, bro.
He created. I don't want to say he created or Dick LeBeau created. He played a position where. I mean, is there a name for that? Is it strong safety?
Well, you might as well say like a strong safety.
Well, kind of like another DN. But he was
different.
all over the field though. Like he was
able to roam.
Like they should make
roamed.
if they don't put him in, at least make a position that's called what he did.
The disruptor. That's what it was.
Being able to cover so much and still being able to hit. Have your hand and eye coordination, being able to get interceptions and still make plays, man.
Yeah. The playmaker. Yeah. Put him in as a playmaker. That's what he was.
He was wherever the ball was.
Yeah.
Shout out Will Upchurch.
Yeah.
A ball hawk of a different sort.
Yeah.
Not a DB ball hawk, but a ball hawk where when the ball, wherever the ball was, that's where he was.
Yeah.
You know, that's. And I'm not saying
a blitzer. He was a great blitzer.
Big time.
I'm not saying this because he family, and I'm not saying this because he's been on the show and he's a huge LTBB supporter. Vegas' own Brandon Marshall.
Shout out.
But he, in my eyes, when I see him play, he plays a lot like he's a ball hawk. like wherever the
Wherever the
ball
ball
is
is.
around the line or
Seems
just
to be
the
there.
short dip.
Seems
He's
to be there.
always there.
Yeah.
Not even getting credit sometimes for the tackle
Yeah,
when he was
of
the
course.
one that initiated it.
Yeah.
Of course. Of
The
course.
ability to diagnose
Yeah.
and get there in a split second.
Yeah.
That's big time.
It's funny, that was one of the knocks on Brandon coming out of Reno, was that he didn't have great instinct.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, when I watched him play in college and, you know, even into the pros, that totally flipped.
Yeah,
That was like a total flip,
It
bro.
was.
It was like, hold on, man. How you gonna say that when, I mean, this is what we're watching right
Yeah.
now. Like, but I mean,
Because as a linebacker, that has to be
it
your
has to be.
forte.
That has to be a priority.
Yes.
Like,
That has to be your forte to
you
get to the
can't-
ball fast.
You can't play the position
Yeah.
without that.
Yeah.
Like, you'd stink as a
Mhm.
linebacker. Like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't get drafted.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't even play high school ball, let alone
Yeah.
college or pro,
Yeah.
if you didn't have that
Right.
particular instinct.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So-
now that we're in training camp and
Yes.
preseason and
Yes,
things
sir.
like that, Antonio Brown is still Antonio Brown
Mhm.
is a no-show for the practices. I know that John Gruden said that he wish he was there. Like, what's the issue?
Well, he's been out there, but it's been limited for him.
What's the
It's
issue?
been what they're saying is his foot. This is what I'm hearing.
He's seen a foot specialist.
Yeah, it's his foot
Ooh.
So
is
me
what
tell-
they're saying.
it could be minor, it could be serious. So
And
you don't
we
mess
don't
with
know.
And
Yeah,
last
don't mess
time
with
I
the feet.
checked, you needed
You
at
need your
least
feet.
1 foot.
You need them
I
feet.
mean, at least 2 feet.
Yeah, you need two
them
feet.
You
You need two
feet.
healthy feet.
Two healthy feet.
You need two healthy feet and toes.
Yes, sir. Gotta have them.
Man.
Gotta have them. So right now,
you could play with one arm. That's been shown
That's been
and that's
shown.
been proven.
Sure.
I haven't seen one person play with one leg yet.
no, Jack Youngblood, he broke his non-bearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm talking
bone,
about
bro.
just the no leg period.
Just the no
out there,
leg. Oh,
just
okay,
with
yeah, you
a
can't-
leg and a
you can't,
nub.
you can't hop in football.
No.
It's not gonna work.
No.
It's not gonna work. But
I think it's serious.
it could be.
Or
Could be.
it could be another way of resting
That could happen too.
a person who they put a lot of stock into,
Mhm. Paid a lot of money.
a lot of money,
Yeah.
to not really play in these preseason or really go hard in the paint, like I'm starting to see a trend in the NFL where, I mean, are you guys in agreement to sitting some of the major athletes?
Absolutely.
I have no problem with it.
None whatsoever. Julio Jones is doing it right now.
Especially if you're a veteran.
You won't see Julio Jones
No.
in the preseason game.
No.
You won't.
Yeah.
He's practicing.
Yeah.
He has, I think, 2 years left on his deal. He's going to get some new money, which is rightfully so. Michael Thomas just got some new money, a whole lot of it, to the tune of $61 million guaranteed
Oof.
over a 5-year, $100 million deal.
Set the market.
Set the market, absolutely. The Saints needed to do that
Mhm.
because he's caught roughly 80% of their passes, wide receivers. He's caught roughly 80% of their passes over the last 3 seasons.
80.
That's crazy. No receiver had, this was last season, no receiver had over 30 catches, I believe it was,
Mm-hmm.
for the Saints last year. Not one.
Mm.
Yeah. But this dude right here, Michael Thomas, special.
Mhm.
He's different. He's a different guy.
$100 million different.
$100 million different.
Ooh.
And I think he deserves it, as well as, Julio Jones coming up. He's going to get a bag.
And his contract wasn't even up.
Boy,
No.
That sounds like an
2
extension
years left on it.
plus some.
2 years, $21 million left on his deal.
Wow,
He's going to get some new money.
Mhm.
He should,
that's a good look.
because he deserves it. Led the league in yards last year. He deserves it.
Mhm.
I think he had well over 1,600 yards last year.
Now, Drew, you don't
Yeah.
have to say anything
Or
about
1,500
your
yards.
your wide receiver.
Come on, man.
And he's been a model citizen.
Yeah, man. We ain't heard nothing out of Julio.
No.
Kept his mouth shut.
Obviously, that's one of the
Chilling.
things
Mm-hmm.
that deter
And football
certain players.
boy, and football players every year show how, just being engaged in team activity and keeping your nose right. Just it's always somebody who's gonna mess up.
Mm.
You would think that we can go to a football game or watch a football game and not hear that somebody messed up.
But here's my thing: how long do you think, all you guys, how long do you think they should dangle that over your head before you get your money?
Well,
because they hung that over Le'Veon Bell's head for 2-3 years.
For a minute.
They did that, and it gave them validity for the fact that the Steelers didn't want to give him any more money, so they just held some. Because if he was a model citizen, they couldn't come with no excuses. I thought it was an excuse for Pittsburgh Steelers to do that, and they just try to get the best out of people that they draft to perform, overperform at a high level, and exceed expectations. And then when it's time to pay,
they dump them.
They dump them. It's
simple. They get dumped.
Right?
I remember Riley Cooper. I remember a Riley Cooper.
Oh boy,
on video,
sure,
talking about he would beat all you ends.
Oh yeah,
and he got an extension.
And they brought him back.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
There's an exception to the rule.
All oiled up.
Yeah.
At the party.
There's an exception to the rule. We all know that. There's an exception to the rule.
Yeah. And
and when it happens, I'm not surprised. You shouldn't either.
No.
Ouch.
The exception just doesn't. It's just not an exception for the people with melanin.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is what it is. Let's be honest. We're gonna be honest here.
Be honest.
We got John B in the back.
John B.
Baby, are you still down?
They don't know about this.
They don't know back here.
Don't listen to what people say.
Don't listen to what people say. John B told you that.
They don't know
about you and me.
Wow.
He basically had a conversation. John B basically had a conversation with his girl and said, "Look. I don't want to hear all that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't be listening to what nobody else got to say.
Yeah. I'm here. It's me.
They don't care about you and me.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Yeah. Wow.
Let's move on.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But look, we've talked about on this show about the value of wide receivers and running backs.
Yep.
Right. You hear pundits all the time talk about, I wouldn't pay a wide receiver this much. I wouldn't pay a running back that much. But when playoff time comes, see that's for 16 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
When we hear that those rumblings, right? We hear that for 16 weeks.
But in your words, when he's special, he has to get paid.
When you're special, you got to get paid.
Yeah, you do.
Like, look, man, the Bengals just paid Tyler Boyd. They gave him 4 years, $43 million. Tyler Boyd is a second option.
Mm-hmm.
Now he'll be the first for at least the first 2 weeks because AJ Green will be out. But they just gave him $40 million, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's a number 2 guy. You mean to tell me in your offensive scheme, we're talking about the game of football right now, in your offensive scheme right now, in today's game, where on average, teams pass 65% of the time, that a wide receiver isn't important? That doesn't even make sense.
Wide receivers are very important.
We saw how important it was to our team last year when Amari Cooper came over.
Come on, bro. The team went to another level when Amari Cooper got there, bro.
7-1 down the stretch.
It was another level.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that wide receivers don't matter, bro.
They do.
That should be an unquestionable thing. Wide receivers matter in this game. You have to have them. Running backs matter in this game. You have to have them.
Well, Brian from the Cowboys don't feel like wide receivers matter.
Well,
No.
His time is up.
His time is up.
And
man. Announce your retirement.
Sometime it happens like that. It happens quicker and sometime unexpected.
Yeah.
LTBB in the building. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Yeah, man, Goose Thomas.
Bill Blockham Logan. We got a caller. What's your question?
Timer.
Hey.
40 rhymer.
Hey.
Sprinkle me, man.
Sprinkle me, man. What's
KKB,
good with
what
it,
up,
dog?
folks?
What's
What it
poppin',
do, man?
KB in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, it
What's
did,
going
man.
on?
What's good
Hey,
with it,
I
dog?
just called in. I just call in to get sprinkled a little bit so
Yes,
y'all
sir.
doing y'all thing.
Yes,
That's what's
indeed. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
That's for sure.
KB, I'm a constantly be on you and Bill Logan's head anytime y'all got something to say about LeBron James. You hear me?
Listen, well, hold on, nephew. Because if you
Hold on.
I got receipts in the last 72 hours. You didn't see me print LeBron name nowhere, did you?
No, I don't think I
See, I
have.
know,
No, you did.
no. So how you know I was talking about?
And my post,
Because I look at your likes and your hearts on certain people's comments. That means a lot.
likes and hearts.
You're one of our silent people who watch the show when you putting hearts on a comment that say, well, y'all loving the man too much. Heart.
Oh, okay. So now we heart watching.
Heart watching.
We heart watching. They heart watching, man.
We heart watching.
We heart watching.
And heart counting.
Man,
Yeah.
that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Bro. That's tough, man.
Yeah.
Look, hey, I'm trying to see if Zuckerberg add a heartbeat to that joke.
That'd be dope.
It's coming.
You can physically see it pump.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
So
Believe it.
So you can see the passion behind that love.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
for sure.
So KB, since you out in Cleveland and you are real life Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to ask you, how many games do you think the Steelers are going to win, and who's going to have a breakout season? Maybe you can answer that.
For Pittsburgh.
Yep. Since it's your team, and I'm pretty sure you know at least more than 5 players on the team.
Oh,
And where they went to college.
That part.
Yes. No question. I think Pittsburgh wins 11 games.
Ooh.
You know,
Steelers
and, yeah, and
I may have to look at that schedule.
now. Well, you know,
Including
I look at-
preseason, right?
Stop it.
We got jokes.
Oh,
Well, let me just back off a little bit, you know, because because of this Cleveland situation. I wore one of my Steelers shirts to work yesterday, and being in a position of management, it was a couple of my employees wanted to say something to me, but they couldn't. But one said, "This is a Christian show, so I can't tell you what he said."
Wow.
So, you know,
Wow.
but yeah,
Went there, huh?
but with them, with the fan here, Pittsburgh shouldn't even show up. That's the mood in Cleveland.
Yikes.
Wow.
We so good. We, you know, and I'm saying, okay, y'all look great on paper, but me knowing the game, that it's won in the trenches.
Sure.
And when I start thinking of Marquise Pouncey, that's still in the waiver, that entire O-line that's still intact,
Yes, sir.
we gonna win some games. I'm
Sure.
telling you, it ain't gonna be that easy. They got a rookie head coach. They got to put it together.
Yeah.
They still got to know which way Odell gonna go. You know,
Kitchens
I
still
mean,
a rookie.
you know. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
Freddie Kitchens is a rookie
Well, y'all
head coach, man. You
Y'all
gotta be able
start
to
the
put that
season off.
together.
Y'all start the season off with a barn burner against the Patriots.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah,
And Foxborough,
that's
too.
Gonna be that's gonna be a good game. But as far as the breakout players for Pittsburgh this year, I'm really pulling for James Conner.
Okay.
I think he will have a great year because of the offensive line I just spoke of.
Yep.
I think that's going to make it easier for him and Ben. You know, minus some other distractions. You know, when I say that, when Ben throws to one player, he ain't getting beamed by the other side because that one player ain't there no more that wanted the ball every damn time and that he wasn't going to get it. So they can relax a little bit.
Well, you got a nice fill-in for him, I believe, man, in James Washington. I've spoke highly of this dude. I liked him when he was at OK State, and I'm really loving him now. Getting paired with Schuster, I think it's gonna be. I think that's gonna be a big time tandem at wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And I hear you speak offensively, but Mr. Tinker on our Facebook Live, appreciate everybody who's chiming in on the live. He said that the defense is still cheeks.
Yeah. Shout out Tink Cooper, man.
Well, I don't know. I got issues. You know, I got issues with the D coordinator. I'm not a Keith Butler fan.
Me neither at all.
But But Pittsburgh does, they promote from within. And I kind of respect that to a certain extent. But Keith Butler, you know, he really hasn't done it for me yet. But I think our, you know, Cam Hayward and that front three,
got the players.
Hargraves,
I like Hargraves. I like Hargraves a lot.
Yeah, they still solid.
Yep.
They expecting a lot of things from this rookie out of University of Michigan.
I like Bush.
Yeah, Devin,
I like Devin.
But I'm hearing the knock on Devin is he takes plays off. You can't
do that.
You know,
not at that position.
Yeah,
not at that position. You can't.
No,
not at any position really, but especially that one.
Right. He's thrusting to an instant leadership role.
Yeah, right now.
I mean, he is that guy. He's a
start off that way.
prototypical hard. Yeah, he's a prototypical hard-nosed Steeler type player,
right?
But he's got to play every down.
Yeah, you got to play every down, bro.
Because Shazier played pretty much every down, and that's what they're looking for.
But he better, he better go get some advice from Darius Leonard ASAP.
Yep,
he got thrusted into a role with the Colts.
Right,
exact same thing is happening. You better go seek some advice, bro.
I like T.J. Watt. T.J.
Watt.
Oh,
yeah, T.J. Watt's coming. He's coming.
Yeah.
He's coming.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. That defense, you know, is going to be solid as long as they do their stuff up front. And I'm also looking for, you know, Joe Hayden is looking for an extension.
Mm-hmm.
If Joe Hayden can stay healthy, you know, he's going to solidify that secondary. Yeah, he's, you know, the AFC North has, especially Cleveland and Pittsburgh, it got some little bitty corners, man. These corners are small.
I think the division is going to be probably the toughest division in football. Please do not forget the Baltimore Ravens. No. They're there, bro. They're there.
Oh, trust me, I know. But rewind to Browns fan. They ain't got no quarterback. We gonna sweep them.
You better stop it. They can
sweep daddy.
They can still run the football.
Okay.
They can still run the football.
but they don't understand that success is built into Pittsburgh. It is built into Baltimore. Ozzie Newsome did. Ozzie Newsome can go to the Hall of Fame as a GM.
No question. No doubt.
Yeah, that's true.
Not even a question.
You know, it's built in. And Cincinnati, you know, we don't know which way they're going to go.
They'll get dog walked.
Yeah, you know,
they're out of here.
Especially the way they're going to start out without AJ Green.
Yeah, as long as Andy Dalton is the quarterback, they'll get dog walked.
Wow.
Yep. But those are at least four of my players that I think are going to have a breakout year. I think, you know, the last one, you know, how could we forget my man Xavier Grimble?
Oh, well, you know, I think he's going to have a breakout year.
Yeah. Because hopefully,
McDonald, bro. I really do.
Yeah. Vance, you know, we don't even know if Vance going to stay healthy.
That's why we gave him the yard.
You know?
Yeah.
Jesse James is gone.
Jesse James gone.
So that opens up the slot.
Vance McDonald can't catch a cold, bro. He can't.
Well,
it is what it is.
Yeah, trust me.
I
saw it coming in. Right. I saw it coming in, but Jesse, I was ready to see him go though, and you see what the Steelers thought about him. They sent him to a team that don't even use the tight end.
He can't even block. No. And I remember last year I used to go hard in the paint on Jesse James. Boy, get out of here. And let me tell you, if Bush comes in with that attitude of taking plays off too, you can be gone too. And you know, me, KB. I'm super critical of my team. You don't really get a long, but you don't really get a long string with me. You
no, we all should be super. Yeah, we all should be super critical with our teams. I've always been, you know, and try to be fair too.
Yeah,
you know,
got to be objective, man.
Yeah, you have to be. I mean, because you have so many fans that get caught up in emotion, you know, because folks the Steeler Nation was mad that Jesse James left because he had a cute name, because it was an outlaw thing.
Yeah.
I mean, and you know, that ain't got nothing to do with X's and O's.
A cute name,
you know,
man.
I don't care if his name. Look, I don't care if his name was Wide Earp. If you can't catch the ball, you don't need. Doc Holliday, whatever your name is, catch the ball and block.
You can't be a no shootout with me.
It's just like my Cowboys. I work with a Cowboy fan, and he was talking about he put the great connotation on Tony Romo, and I said, no, he wasn't great, bro. He wasn't great.
He was good.
He was good.
Wasn't great.
He was great. Look at his numbers. I said, dude, that his numbers don't reflect greatness.
No.
I don't even think Tony Romo was better than Carson Palmer, but that's another conversation.
Yeah, but I've always been, I could be super critical because that's the difference between a fan and a fanatic. I could be critical. I've been critical of Ben. I've been critical of former players. We got in a debate about the two best wide receiver tandems ever. And I mean, everybody can pick their two, but I know what we had in Pittsburgh was tremendous. People want to bring up Bradshaw's name, and I'm saying, stop it. This dude finished his career with more interceptions than he did touchdowns. If he didn't have Benny Cunningham, if he didn't have John Stallworth, if he didn't have, look,
come on, man.
He wouldn't have been. If he didn't have Franco, causing, the decoy for. I mean, come on.
So many things.
He wasn't that great.
But let Terry Bradshaw tell it, boy. He gets on the TV and acts a fool. No, Terry.
Yeah,
he even has a comedy show here.
Terry, you weren't that guy, Terry.
Yes.
Wow.
He has a comedy show here at the Luxor.
He should open up with his stats.
When did he get into stand-up comedy?
Open up with your stat line. I think that'll make the people laugh.
And how do you get to the Luxor and you skip right past Alexis Park? Boy, you tripping.
I think probably them short little sound bites on the air were having Howie and them laugh. He thought he was funny and thought he could do something.
Yeah,
but it don't impress me.
No.
It's about as funny as him throwing them interceptions. As far as I'm concerned.
Oh, bad.
Ouch.
So.
Yeah.
But as far as your question about these veterans, Dre, they earned it. They earned that time off.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have to report. And I was just wondering what the deal with AB was, because you never know what that situation is all about.
Right.
Because of some of his off the field. But the veterans, they've earned that extra time. I wouldn't put my top players out there, early on. But in preseason, I think they should play, and that's one of the beefs I have with Big Ben and Mike Tomlin and how they do their things. Tom Brady was going hard in preseason.
Yeah.
But Ben was taking all of them off.
Yeah.
He played 2 series and go sit. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, get ready. Get ready for game time situation.
Yeah.
I mean, but they earned it.
I think too, with the preseason, they tend to look at those scrimmages, before they actually play the teams. They scrimmage them that week. I think they look at that too as like game prep versus putting you in an actual 60-minute game. They put you in that scrimmage situation and give you the same look for the most part. So I think that's how a lot of those vets prepared. And like you said, those vets earn that. I think they earn the right. I like somebody like AJ Green, somebody who is injury prone, who has been for the better part of his career. Like, he should be sitting down, bro. Like, sit him down, bro. Like, there's no reason why this dude should be doing contact one-on-ones.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Well, the first week, the fans were excited because, OBJ was making circus catches,
right?
In Berea at training camp. And I'm like, you better watch that, son.
Watch that. Watch that. All right.
Because I think AJ, somebody rolled up on his ankle.
Yeah.
That's how he injured his ankle.
Yeah. Got rolled on, and it was in a one-on-one. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Look, man. Let these people who are really, really fighting for jobs play preseason.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let these guys get a chance to showcase their talent. And I can see if you play your star players for a quarter.
Right.
Not even that.
In the last preseason game.
In the last preseason game, yes. Yeah, man.
But because they need their reps too, and Ben gonna need them too, because he got some different wideouts that he got to get comfortable with now.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be as easy now that Bell and Brown are gone for him. So now he gotta get some reps in with him. But at the same time, looking towards the future, that short term look, they got to get Mason in there. They got to get Josh in there to see what they're gonna do, if they gonna compete or what. To try to be his successor.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I like Mason a lot, bro.
KB, man, we appreciate you giving us a
Appreciate
call
y'all.
all the way from
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Cleveland?
Yeah, 81 degrees.
Oh,
Been working all day now. It's time to go bring them 2 mooses out in the backyard,
Yes,
so I
indeed.
can fire up me the biggest stogie I can find in
Yes,
my
sir.
That's what's up.
Hey,
biggest
Unc,
stogie.
Hey, Unc, I just got an order of a 10 Oliva Zen, bro, and I'll be smoking one
man.
this evening.
Yeah, nice.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Hey, and when I see you again, Donnell,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a Davidoff for you.
Yes, sir.
That's real talk.
Nice.
Yes,
And,
sir.
and if people don't know what a Davidoff is,
Yeah, they leaking.
it's the Rolls Royce of cigars.
Yes, indeed, man.
Nice.
Yes, indeed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nice.
We can do some
It's the-
trading. We can do some trading.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Rolls Royce.
Yes, sir.
Just don't bring me no Swish and Sweet.
I'll never. I'd never. I'd
Swisher
never.
Sweets.
I'd never.
All right, fam.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Appreciate you calling in, man. Big
Yes,
time.
sir.
Absolutely, man. On KB right there, man. Calling in from Believe Land.
Yeah.
Ohio.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
We got people all over the place, man. We got people
Absolutely.
in Long Beach, Cleveland, Florida,
Yeah, man.
Miami,
Crazy,
man.
Crazy.
Cuba.
Crazy.
The Bay Area,
Yes, sir. Bay
Chicago,
heavy.
Atlanta, Indianapolis, North Carolina, man. We appreciate everybody chiming into the show. Let's pick it. Ramon Tinker, David Little, man,
Yeah, man.
TJ,
Shout out
man,
Dave Little,
TJ
man.
out there, man. We appreciate everybody who Will Up Church, everybody
Shout
who's
out Will Up, man.
showing us love on the Facebook.
Shout out
Live.
Girl Chat Sports.
Yeah.
Mo and Mel.
Yeah.
Always showing
What
love.
is up with your boy Michael Irvin sweating like
boy,
that, man?
Boy.
Do they not have AC at the studio? Is it AC at the studio?
Well, shout out Will Up Church, man. He said that boy caught a hold of some bad dope.
Ooh.
Sweating like that. When you can sweat through a full
14
suit, bro.
a 14-piece suit.
It looked like it was tweed too.
The suit
Bro,
made
that
out of
heavy,
tweed.
the heavy tweed
Yes,
jacket.
Yes.
Man.
Like he had on one of the bomber jackets.
And I
Man,
can't.
if you don't stop, why is you sweating through this suit, dog? Cut it out, bro. Just please. Drink some water.
What is causing you to sweat
What
like
is
that?
causing you to sweat that way, sir?
That's
That's
what the
bigger
mystery
question.
is.
That's the question. What is causing you
Sir,
to perspire
as you sit back.
That
way?
heavy, though. No,
That heavy.
because we know people who sweat.
Absolutely.
Right. Sherm at home right now
Sherm
probably
is-
sweating.
Yes,
is-
right now.
It's probably
He's sweating
the,
right now.
Yeah. But to that magnitude,
Not like that, bro. No.
maybe they should give him a drug test.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure they got do drug tests,
pretty
right?
pretty sure he knows the routine. He knows the routine. You know why we're here.
He may
Yeah.
pass it if Dwight Gooden's giving it to him.
Man.
Ouch.
Ooh,
Oh.
Ouchie. Ouchie. Ouchie.
Oh.
Or Strawberry's actually checking the test.
Ouchie. Ow.
Ouch.
Ouch.
I don't know what's wrong with it, man.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
tough.
Yeah, he's an ex-cowboy, but
The
I don't
playmaker.
know.
The playmaker.
I have no
he-
idea,
He's not
man.
an ex-cowboy. He's still a cowboy.
Oh, he's
Oh,
all
yeah.
the way
Well,
to the,
yeah, he's
to
still-
the,
Forever
to
be
the
a
core.
cowboy.
Yeah, he's still a
To the
cowboy.
core. Never
Yeah.
leave.
Which, speaking of, Stephen Jones, he's just made it perfectly clear that nobody on this team is going to set the market.
Mm.
Nobody.
Mm.
We're going to pay you what's fair,
Mm.
what they think is fair,
Yeah.
Okay.
and that's it.
Wow. Look, man.
You know, and it's like I understand it to a certain degree because you got so many guys coming up in the
Sure.
next year or two.
Sure.
You know, you got Dak this year. You got, Zeke got 2 more years. You got Byron Jones. You have Amari probably next year.
Mhm.
Maybe this year. He might
Mhm.
get, you never know.
Mhm.
You have Jalen Smith's coming up.
Sure.
So
And Amari need to be asking for his money because, I mean, look at, like we were just talking about. over in New
Amari is
Orleans.
not getting $20 million.
I'm not sure he's going to get that much.
He's not.
He'll get a
He's
nice
not.
bag.
Yeah.
He'll get a nice bag,
Mm-hmm.
but it won't be that bag.
60
Yeah.
million?
61 million
But here-
guaranteed.
Here's the thing.
Wow.
Here's the thing that I think the NFL and the Players Association need to look at. If you're not gonna give these guys, you know, that if that signing bonus or that money is not going to be guaranteed, why don't you just give these dudes that money that you're giving them and making that money just all that money guaranteed? Like if you like Zeke, okay, we're not going to give you $30 million guaranteed this year, but you come in, do a good job next year. Let's say we'll give you 54 guaranteed. All that money will be guaranteed.
I'm looking at it.
They're
like
not going
this.
to give you nothing.
No, but I'm looking at it like this though, Bill. And
make the money guaranteed.
This is something that we've constantly debated and argued about, probably over the course of 5 or 6 years. The game of football is such a grueling sport, bro. At an instant, your career can be over with, done completely, like no coming back from type deal is what we're talking about. That safety and security of we'll use Le'Veon Bell for example. Perfect example. This man risked everything, risk playing, risk getting paid. He had not one but two franchise tags that he could have easily taken for $14.2 million each one. But we're talking over the long term. We're not just talking one season. We're talking over the long term. The market is set as far as running backs are concerned. We saw what Ty Gurley
14
got when we're talking about the guaranteed dollars. Even before that, we're looking at a David Johnson who came off an injury and got that bag.
Yeah.
He came off a wrist injury. He didn't even play and got a bag. So why is it that Zeke coming off really one fabulous season and a really good one the prior season can't get that same love? We're talking about another one in Melvin Gordon. He's been the catalyst for the Chargers. Now we all know they're cheap, so they may not spend that bread with him. But I'm just putting it in the scheme of things when we're talking about all of these running backs and the precedence that's being set.
And they've had two backs behind him when he was injured that came out and played well.
They played well, but they weren't him.
And they're not him, but they were able to keep things going.
Right.
You know, when he was out.
Right.
That's not Dallas's model.
Right.
Dallas' model is one bell cow. That's it.
Right.
This is what you set up. Now,
because Alfred Morris ain't that dude.
Yeah. So now you're saying Alvin Morris.
You're not moving the needle
Alfred
with Alfred Morris. Bro.
Yeah. And Tony Pollard.
You're not moving the needle.
These
with
guys are going to be
negative.
You're gonna all of a sudden switch to a running back by committee.
No.
That's tough.
That's not Dallas.
That's not your model.
It's never been.
And it's the mentality though too, man. I mean, look at the owners and the organizations that are pulling some of these moves, right? So we're looking at just to use the example that Goose used, Le'Veon Bell when he got hurt in Cincinnati and hurt his knee, but came back the next year and really had a really good year. He was looking for loyalty during that time because he said, you know what? After that knee injury, I could have held out and asked for a bigger bag to come back, but I came back and I showed you that I've been able to still be productive.
Absolutely.
I think over in Dallas with your guy, Ezekiel is that's not enough. You're not if you can go through a year of not getting in trouble off the field, then we can have a different type of conversation. But I think the mentalities are kind of the same. I don't think that Jerry Jones is going to allow what essentially is going on in the NFL with these NFL players is their lifeline or playing field is short. It's like, forget a championship. I'm trying to get my chips.
Sure.
Big ups to Ramon Tinker for even, saying that because it's the mentality, man. If I'm playing, if I'm a running back, I'm like, I got to get my chips right now.
Well, you look at let's diagnose Zeke's situation. He has 2 more years on his deal.
Right.
Now, next year usually is when a team, especially if he has a good year, usually next year with 1 year on his deal, you would think they would come to you and say, okay, we're going to extend you.
Right.
Or have the
conversation. But they may not. They might still be dangling all that stuff
See
off
what
the
I'm
field
saying?
over his head.
We don't know that.
Okay.
We
so
don't know.
now you
And
play.
neither does he, apparently.
Yeah. So then you'll play to your years out. Then Jerry might say, "No, we're gonna franchise you."
Come on, man. People not really looking at this for what it is, man.
Yes.
Like these people can do that. They have the option to do that.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have Le'Veon Bell all over again. Oh man, he should just take the franchise tag. I spoke to many Steeler fans that have said, "Oh man, he should have took the franchise tag. He should have." Why?
I did it one time.
Ain't nobody else getting made to take a franchise tag. Why should I take one?
Yeah, okay. I did it for you one time.
Off a knee injury.
Yeah.
Yes. Why should I have to do that?
And now they're telling me to do it again?
Come on, man.
No.
Look. Jay-Z got a quote, man, and I love it. It says basically it's if you think somebody out there that's better than me, make another one.
Mm-hmm.
Make another Hove.
You think Zeke don't
like what?
You think Ezekiel Elliott is not understanding that side of the business of football for himself?
Come on, bro.
Because Ryan Clark even said it. He said, "Man, when you go into your second year, your contract year, 2 years out, you got to start thinking about because they can franchise you twice. You got to start thinking about, especially if you wanted to be special players in the league,
right.
You have to think about." Okay, I need to go to management and start asking for an extension now.
Like that's
because
bro.
But it's bad timing for him. It's bad time for Zeke because of what happens off the field.
Yeah,
but I understand them, and I understand the management's part.
Sure.
You got so many guys you got to pay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need these players to understand what type of league you're getting into. It's a cutthroat league.
Yeah,
no doubt about that.
It's really all about how young, fast, and quick you can get. How cheap we can get you for, and if you're lucky to be a better than average player, get your money quick, because there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee. It's a mentality, bro.
No. And if you're one of those special players, don't set yourself short.
No.
Quit listening to what New England did.
Please.
Their players taking less money. Okay, that's fine. That's them.
Yeah, that's what they do.
That's what they do. And it works fine for them. It's worked fine for them. But
yeah, because I've seen a lot of championship rings pawned.
Yeah.
For the money.
Yeah.
What the doubt?
Yeah.
These $1 million rings they making right now.
Because sometimes people sacrifice to get the ring and say, damn the money. Hold on, man. Hold on, man.
Yeah.
My sole purpose is to get these chips first.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if I'm talented and fortunate enough to be on a team that has a shot, then the ring is going to come with it.
Yeah.
I get it. But right now, I got to set my thing up.
I play this game to get paid.
And I think Zeke is willing to sit the year out.
Sure he is. I think the same with Melvin Gordon. I think he's willing to sit the year out. Obviously,
because they've offered him $10 million a year.
Yeah, I think it was 11 and some change.
So could Le'Veon Bell get credit for being the first trendsetter to say, you know what?
Probably could.
I'm on a good team.
Yeah.
We could do major things
and I'm
here.
Still gonna bet on myself.
And I'm gonna still bet on myself and not fall for the banana in the tailpipe, basically.
Absolutely.
Because if Zeke comes to camp, say if he comes to camp today and say, okay, I'm here for the team. They're going to use that boy like he's the best running back in the league.
Oh, no question. They're going to give it to him 400 times.
He's going to touch that thing
already.
over 400 times.
We've seen it. This is not a trick bag that we're trying to give you here. This has been done already.
Melvin Gordon should get his money.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally believe it. My guy Kareem Miller don't agree with me on that. But I really believe
at least what Todd Gurley got.
Like
come on, at least.
I'm not exactly sure what he's asking for.
I don't think he's worth 14-1.
Ooh.
I'm not even talking about the yearly. See, this is the thing. I'm not talking about the yearly rate because at the end of the day, that yearly rate ain't gonna be that because he's gonna it's natural. You're gonna miss games. When's the last time somebody played a full 16? Let's be honest. So
and he hasn't.
So exactly. No, so you're not gonna get all of those chips anyway. We're talking about the guaranteed dollars.
Give him 30. Give him 30 to 35.
30 to 35 million. I think he'll be content with that, bro. Because it's the same thing Le'Veon Bell was asking for.
Yeah,
he got it, and it was a done deal. Yeah. He got it. He got what did he get? 33 with the Jets, I believe it was 33, 35. Yeah. I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah.
Hey, in Pittsburgh, we're like 25.
They was offering him 10. They was like, yeah. No, No,
Ouch.
that's not gonna cut it, bro.
That's sad.
But you gave a dude coming off an injury that didn't even play, and then when he came back, had a horrible season.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's batted an eye about David Johnson at all. Nobody said a word, bro.
Yeah.
I understand he plays for a bad football team. I get that, but that should be even that should as a franchise owner, that should be even more to say, you know what? We're looking at a dude that played for a horrible football team that's not going anywhere anytime soon. He got a bag, but this dude right here is helping us win week in and week out, led the league in touchdowns over the last 2 years, and we can't give him nothing?
Yeah,
Come on, bro.
I just think that Gordon adds to their success.
Sure.
I think they really need to fight for guaranteed
So how
money.
far off are they if he's willing to just hold out? Like, what is the
Gordon?
Yeah, Gordon.
I'm not sure exactly how much they're off, bro.
I don't know. I've heard. I don't know what the guaranteed side is, but I heard it was just 10 million straight up flat. That's what you're gonna get a year. 10 million.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever the guaranteed money was, probably is in
It might
the
be
20,
lower than that.
in the 20s.
It might be lower than what
Yeah.
we've been used to seeing top tier running backs get.
Yeah.
So you're looking at a David Johnson, he got 35.
That's
We're
why he
looking
said trade me.
Yeah,
well,
Because they brought
let me
the
go.
numbers to him. He probably
like,
was
let me go, dog.
highly upset.
And wouldn't you be?
No question.
I'm
Oh,
flabbergasted
what?
at this.
This gonna disrespect me like this?
How dare you?
Yeah.
The audacity.
After all I done did?
How dare you?
The nerve.
That's crazy.
The nerve of you to bring.
And that's all I'm saying.
This is what we're going to give you, Melvin.
Yeah. No.
Hey, football has begun.
Preposterous.
It's been a lot of crazy non-negotiations going on. It's been a lot of
Unbelievable,
people being sitting out. It's been a lot of people being hurt by the injury bug.
Yeah, man. Injury bug is here, bro.
Injury bug.
The whole entire, and we spoke about this, the whole entire Giants receiving core.
Yeah.
It's just
Tragic.
Unbelievable.
Tragic.
And you got one fighting for his football life right now, facing a 4-game suspension due to PEDs. So, I mean, it's a lot.
He's
going
appealing
on.
it, too.
Yeah, he's appealing it.
What about Peterson? Peterson's
Yeah, he has a
over
4-game
at-
suspension.
Is it 6?
Is it 6 or 4 for his PED
Ooh. I
I think it's
suspension?
6.
It's
Might have been
6,
6,
bro.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Patrick Peterson, yeah.
Ouch.
So this is what I'm talking about. He plays for that Cardinal team that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
That they're not good. So he got his money.
He got his money.
Pat got paid.
Mhm.
Yeah. he
When it
got
was
paid.
time for Pat to get paid, Pat got paid.
He
Mhm.
got paid. They'll pay some DBs.
They
Yeah.
gonna pay you.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Let's be honest, man. And look, he's outplayed the deal. Melvin Gordon has outplayed the deal. Zeke has outplayed the deal. He's outplayed it.
Mm.
Pay these dudes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Draymond Green still had a year left on his deal. He just got maxed out.
Yeah.
So did Michael
4 years.
Thomas.
Another 4
Michael
years.
Thomas had years left on his deal. He just got maxed out.
Got maxed out.
What are we talking about here?
Now, as an organization, would you hold all this off-field stuff, dangle that stuff over Zeke's
Not
head?
necessarily. Like, look, I spoke to you about it once.
Because I wouldn't.
I'm not that type of guy.
No.
I spoke to you about it once. You said, "Hey, this is what I'm gonna do to fix it. I'm gonna believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt." You got one time to show me different, bro.
Yeah.
But he showed you more than one.
Well, I'm saying from this particular incident. We're talking about before I pay you.
Yeah.
That's slow up. That's slow up
yeah,
language.
we're talking about
but you
before I
told
pay
me every.
Yeah. We're talking about before I pay you. Before I pay you, before I give you this
you got
bag,
1
Yeah.
year.
you got one time.
Yeah.
We have some words real quick about the Cowboys, too.
Whoa. Yikes.
You gonna let him disrespect that?
Hey man,
Hey man.
we get it all the time. So
Hey man.
that's just something new. That's just something new.
No, bro.
You know.
No.
Well, I mean, Dallas may have a better season than the 49ers this year.
How?
It's possible.
49ers win the Super Bowl. I don't know how anybody could do
Who told
better
you-
than the Super Bowl.
Who told you that?
Nostradamus, what are you talking about?
Nostradamus.
I mean, I know you had They Don't Know, Are You Still Down? And I know you worked with Tupac. I didn't know you. Yeah.
Nostradamus.
B.
Hey man.
Quastradamus B.
I would want for nothing more
Mm.
than to see my Niners hoist the Lombardi.
Antonio Brown to see foot specialist.
Yeah, we got a little time though.
Yeah.
We have the all torn ligament team.
No, that is the
Yikes,
all
look at them
chapped
balls.
foot team.
Yikes.
That is the all chapped
If
foot
y'all
team.
can see that. Holy crap. Those his feet? Those Antonio Brown feet, bro?
Boy.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Blistered up.
Yikes.
Skin
Now,
peeling
off.
off.
I don't feel so bad
Wow,
after
that
these
looks like
couple of
Chris
2 or 3
Mortensen's
blisters
neck.
that I had on my feet coming back from this tournament last week.
Yeah.
I had a couple. Shout out to wifey. She popped them up for me. Yeah, that let you know somebody love you when they pop your blisters. When they pop your blisters, they love you.
Keep
But
that
my
out there.
feet don't look like that.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's bad right there.
Yeah, that looked like
Yikes.
a Freddie Jackson face right now. Look,
Man.
LTBB in the
No,
building,
bro,
man. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Your man who's talking.
Bill Blockham, Logan. Caller. What's your name? What's your question?
Hey, what's up, fellas? Big Les, man. It's cracking.
Les.
Big
Big
Les
Les.
P in the building. What's happening, car?
You got 5 minutes left.
Man.
Yeah.
All right, Quan. I ain't gonna hold up the line too long, man. But I was calling to kind of elaborate more on the point. I think Bill brought it up, or you might have brought it up, Goose, about guys hanging stuff over guys' head for off-field stuff.
Yeah,
Look,
Bill brought that up. Yep.
if you're the best, if you're the best player, I don't care what you done. I'm gonna pay you. You got to pay your best player. We all had teams that had players who, kind of, had trouble with the law or whatever it was throughout the years. You didn't see the Giants not pay Lawrence Taylor. He was the best player.
Yep.
He smoked more dope than Tony Montana.
They're still doing it.
But
more than Tony
Still
Montana.
doing it.
Tony Montana did more in the 5 minutes before he died. God, no.
LT
Messing with 16-year-old prostitutes and stuff.
No.
Lord.
LT snorting that white, son.
Oh man.
Not playing.
Yeah, that hard white.
Man.
So in the case of Ezekiel Elliott and other guys who might have had a little scrape with the law or whatever, yeah, it happens. We understand that. You learn from your mistake. But if you're my best player, why would I hesitate to renew your deal? Like you said, Goose, he outplayed the deal.
Yeah.
Melvin Gordon outplayed the deal.
Yep.
You're my best player. So I don't understand. I don't know about the business side of football too much, but I just don't understand the reasoning or the logic behind saying, well, we can replace you. Yeah, you can replace him with another player, but is that player that player?
Right.
So
that's been the whole argument.
Well, Dallas, the 98 trade. I mean, the 98 draft. Dallas went with this new model of trying to be moral. We're not going to draft Randy Moss because of what he did off the.
Stop
Man,
it.
shut
You
up.
don't.
And
cut it.
Randy Moss tore our
boy.
Yeah, he did.
Boy.
We drafted
on you.
Greg Ellis
Stop it.
over Randy Moss.
Man, look.
Tragic.
Yeah,
And our sole purpose for doing that was because of Randy Moss's off the field stuff that happened in college.
Yeah. He was a Seminole.
Yeah,
a lot of
but
people
we-
forget he was a
Cowboys-
Florida State Seminole at one point.
So
Got in
now
trouble in
we're going to be
Tallahassee.
moralists on some of the best players to ever play the game.
Right.
Hey, Lou Holtz said it best. Hey, Randy Moss is the greatest college player I ever seen
Boy.
play in my life, and that came from Lou Holtz.
That's it's hard to argue. Hard to argue.
And
we
Lou's
done
seen a lot of football.
We done seen some dynamic college players,
Yeah.
and that's hard to argue.
Yeah.
It's difficult to argue, bro. You can put some you
know,
can put
but-
some folks in there, but
Oh yeah, most
it's hard to
definitely.
argue, man, with Randy though.
Lou wore those Rydell cleats
Yeah,
on
he
the
did.
sideline.
Yeah,
Still do.
yeah. The
He at home
Rydels,
right now with
the
some
turf
The
joints.
Rydell
Rydell's
cleats.
on.
the turf with the bike shorts.
Yeah.
Man. Not a game.
So yeah, he's seen a lot of football.
Yeah.
If you go back that far.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
well, Les, man,
Yes, sir.
to be on the other side a little bit, I can't reward a repeat offender, a person that just continues to mess up all the time, even though you are my star player. Because what type of example is that going to show other cats on the team that he gets star player treatment and I don't? You know what I mean? And I don't want
Right.
that type of
Oh, yeah.
mentality in the league either. But if you broke in my house 3 or 4 times, why do I need to give you another shot though? I can see if you did it one time and learned your lessons and you learn from it and then you move on. But that you're a repeat offender, man. I think that's with anything in life that you do, man. If you continue and continue and continue, that's not showing me that you really give a
Well, especially if you keep rewarding these people for doing that, like you're not learning any type of life lesson at all.
Right.
Now I can see if it happened.
I can understand that.
I can see if it happened for the first time. But if you ain't been in trouble at all, you fulfilled your obligation to a contract. Come on, man, give me my chips.
And then
you should be rewarded,
the newest thing is with Zeke Elliott is that car crash that he happened in
2017. Yeah, that's surfacing now,
right.
which is saying that they should have reported the accident, and he probably wouldn't have played in that playoff game against Green Bay had he, because he was supposed to be in protocol. They probably would have put him in concussion protocol or whatever, know. But the dude still had a good game.
Yeah, he's rushed for $125.
Yeah.
I think that game. Yeah, he had a great game.
But that's the newest thing out now. Now that dude that was in the car is trying to sue him.
But and I got to play devil's advocate a little bit.
Of course, that's what happened.
You can't expect these dudes to be perfect. Now I get that much, right? Nobody's perfect.
Yeah,
we're all gonna make mistakes. But it's the repeat offenders, like I said, the 3, 4, 5 shots, like Johnny Manziel, they continue to give this dude opportunity to prove himself in the National Football League.
But opportunity after opportunity.
But he was given way more chances than most.
Entirely, he was given way more chance. Like he played in 3 different football leagues, guys. Let's put this into perspective, bro. Johnny Manziel played in 3 different leagues.
Yeah.
The only league he didn't try was the Arena League. That's the only league he didn't try.
And Jerry Jones really wanted to draft him.
He was adamant though.
But Stephen Jones said, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it,
Jerry. That's why Jerry shouldn't be involved in football personnel situations.
Right.
Let your football people do the football personnel.
And you
talking about Jerry, I see him as the next Tony Romo. Well, that's a reason not to draft him if you see him as the next Tony Romo. that's just me.
That's crazy. Unbelievable.
But the Tony's defense though, Bill, he do got most of the Dallas passing records.
Yeah, he does.
That's why some people are considering him a great.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's why he should be great, but a lot of people are considering him great because he has pretty much all the passing records for their team.
My thing is we don't want to go. My thing was
quarterback.
Yeah, my thing is we didn't want to go from Tony Romo to another Tony Romo. Yeah. No, I didn't want that for our organization.
Sure.
Let's draft a better quarterback.
Right.
Right.
Well, Tony Romo.
Yeah, my last point.
Last, this 8 minutes.
Because I know Quan could have had 5 minutes.
Your last point was 3 minutes ago. What are you talking about, Les?
Well, since I'm going to this topic, Quan, you can answer it. Y'all can answer it too, and I'll get off the line. What do you guys think about the Christmas Day NBA schedule that just came out? I know that's a ways off, but I just want to get y'all quick thoughts on that.
We definitely gonna.
And I'll get off the line, man. Thank y'all for taking my call.
Absolutely,
all right, bro.
Appreciate you, SP.
Compton.
It's big, man. That's a big lineup for Christmas Day, bro. Oh my.
That's in the house all day.
Oh my.
As it should be.
Oh my.
I'm not out running the streets on Christmas Day.
Absolutely not.
Please.
Big lineup for Christmas Day.
That's my day to be super lazy.
Wait.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. And you only gonna have to do that a couple of times.
Yeah.
Because it's between.
What's the schedule? What's the schedule? Can somebody pull the schedule up real quick right before we get out of here, man?
In no particular order. I know the Lakers and Clippers.
That's gonna be the prime time.
Why are they making that a rivalry game?
It's not a rivalry. Well, I mean, you're looking at the moves that were made. Of course, it's gonna be star power. You gotta make that a TV game. You have to. Warriors Rockets.
It won't be the same.
That's a late game. That's the late game. The late game is Warriors Rockets, I believe. I could be wrong on that. It could be flip flop with Lakers Clippers though.
All right, it is Clippers and Lakers.
Yep.
want to say Bucks Sixers or Bucks Raptors.
Pelicans and Nuggets.
Yep.
Boston and Toronto. Houston and Golden State.
Yep. There you go.
That's a good one.
It's a good lineup, bro.
It is.
It's a real good lineup.
That
And then
Boston
Milwaukee
and,
and Philly.
Milwaukee, Philly. Yep.
5 games.
That's gonna
5
be good.
games on
5
Christmas Day,
games.
man. Crazy. It started like 9 in the morning our time.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And at every halftime, I'm turning right to TNT to watch A Christmas Story.
And missing in this is the
That
New
I
York
see
Knicks who
every year.
usually
Usually
play
play
Christmas
on
a lot,
Christmas.
even if they suck.
Yeah, they usually play on
And
Christmas.
I want to see this Knicks team, too.
Hmm.
I kind of want to see them play.
Should be interesting though.
And Julius Randle just dropped out of Team USA along with everybody else.
Yeah, they'll be using college players here.
I know,
Now-
something,
now-
I know something about
Now,
that.
do you have a problem? And that's I've heard that it's just a problem that these big time NBA stars are not playing, and I'm like, dude, a lot of these dudes want to enjoy their summertime, man.
Well, first of all, it's too close to the NBA season.
Way too
Yes.
close, bro.
It's like right there.
It's like-
then
it's
you
like-
come back home
I
and then go to
have-
training camp 3 days
No,
later.
No.
I have
Not interested
absolutely
in
no
that.
problem with them dudes saying,
No.
no, I don't want to play.
And it's
No.
not the Olympics. If it's the
Yeah.
Olympics, cool.
Right.
They want
It's
to
the
play.
World- It's the World
Yeah.
Cup, bro.
It's the World Cup. It's not a
interested.
big deal. They're trying to
FIBA.
make it a big deal. It's not.
No, it's not.
FIBA,
Leave
FIBA means nothing.
No.
No.
Whoa.
FIBA World Cup. No, I'm
Ooh.
good.
No.
I'm good.
Nothing.
Soccer?
Nothing.
FIBA World Soccer?
Soccer.
FIFA?
That's FIFA.
That's we'll go a little different.
Yeah,
But
soccer.
not the FIBA World Cup of
No.
basketball.
No.
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Wow.
I didn't stutter. I didn't
what channel
stutter.
do those games even come on? Let's start there.
What does it mean?
Cowboys?
Disrespectful.
It's so
Being
disrespectful.
super disrespectful. Look, he gave a stare down. He gave an old man stare down. Remember the old man on Martin when Martin was tripping in line or something, and the dude,
Oh, man, old
sit
Otis.
your, that's
Oh,
how
Otis.
he's like, sit your butt down, man.
Oh, Otis.
Yeah, man.
So what games are you guys going to this year? I know I'll be at the home opener for the San Francisco 49ers in Santa Clara against those Pittsburgh Steelers. I
You know what?
I'll be there.
I'm trying to, and I may make that move like
Think
we
you
talked
should.
about.
think you
And
should, brother.
I think it's I'm gonna make that move.
I think you should, brother.
Yeah, that's what date is that again?
That is the 22nd.
22nd
is
of
game
September.
day.
Of September.
Yeah, we getting out there that Friday morning,
Yeah.
though.
Well-
Because I likes the Bay.
We'll see.
I likes the Bay.
Now I love the Bay.
I love it.
I love the Bay,
I
man.
love it, man. Did you guys see the special on HBO Real Sports on Bruce Arians?
You know what?
I
ain't
see
get
this
to-
real well. I
ain't
see.
get
I
a chance
see.
to see it yet.
I've
pretty
seen.
dope.
Is it
I've
good?
seen the football life.
It's
Of
pretty
Bruce
real.
Arians.
Yeah.
I did
Pretty
too.
much the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this was a little. Mr. Gumbo went into something a little different. Basically on how Bruce Arians grew up. You know, his health.
Yeah.
But he grew up in York, Pennsylvania, which is predominantly black, and
Was a
growing-
big time quarterback out of high school.
yeah, absolutely, he hooped too. Bruce
Mhm.
Arians hooped too.
Yeah.
But all of his friends were black.
Mm-hmm.
And they talked about how he, relates to the players and, how his coaching staff now at Tampa, his offense and defensive coordinator, both black. I didn't know Byron Leftwich was the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I thought he was the quarterback's coach.
Yeah.
He's the OC
Yeah, you
Mhm.
know. See.
Yeah.
on that team.
Yeah.
And pretty much his entire coaching staff is black.
Yeah.
He said, hey, man, because I think it was Andrea Kramer was doing the interview, and she was like, so do you do all of this to highlight, them being African American? He said, no, they can teach. Like they're
Put 'em
great
on.
teachers,
Yeah.
which brings me back to something that we've talked about all the time on this show and on the page about how, African Americans are looked at and perceived as, we can play the game, but we can't coach it. Well, this is living proof that that's not a true statement.
Field hands.
Yeah, essentially, right? We can play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Can't
can go out there and
necessarily
do the
teach
work.
it or coach it, though.
We can go out there and do the work,
Yeah.
but we can't teach it or
We
coach
can't teach it.
Mm.
I mean, this man got his perfect example right here. Basically, an all-black coaching staff and a black quarterback.
And that's why I was highly upset when he left the Pittsburgh Steelers.
He did not want to leave Pittsburgh either.
No, he did not.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And and I'm gonna say this, it may be unpopular, but who cares? I really thought that they should have gave him that job instead of your boy. And I thought that if Tomlin didn't sign an extension, that they last year that they should have really went after him. I like him as a coach. I always have players. I've always seen under his regime players respect him, and he's just very underrated. But see, I may be a little biased because I like Steve. I like Spurrier.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? I like cats. Who those type of coaches. I like Arians. Man.
I love him. I love him as a coach, man. I really do. I really, really do. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but he had a football life special on NFL Network too. Pretty much same thing.
Yeah.
Showed how he really embraces the African American community and his guys that he coached and tried to bring them along with him. As teachers and as coaches as well, because you can be a football lifer.
Yeah,
making money.
No doubt.
That's one thing Goose and I found out this summer, and we'll let you guys go on this beautiful Saturday, man.
Got to talk about the LeBron David Griffin too, man.
Yeah,
got to get in just a tad.
Yeah. So, but I don't know, man. We talked about what's the guy from Duke? He plays for Memphis in the summer league, and we found out he was from Florida.
Oh, you talking about
Nobody likes him.
Man. How am I blanking this boy name?
Who
played for Duke?
Played for Duke.
He played on the Memphis.
He's on the Memphis.
He is a dirty player.
Super dirty.
Are you
Grayson
talking
Allen.
about
Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen.
Don't try to beat me.
Grayson Allen.
Grayson Allen grew up around all blacks.
Yep.
And the way that he play, I'm like, no wonder he plays like that.
He's from Duval County. He's from Jacksonville, Florida, bro. I'm like,
he had to play like that. He had to,
There you go. Now we know. There we go.
Yeah. Now that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, we were sitting at the Summer League Championship game.
Yeah.
And we looked him up. I'm like, man, let me see where this dude was born. Because I know he's from Florida. I don't know exactly what
part
city he's from. Jacksonville, Florida.
Wow.
There we go. That explains it.
Wonder what the population was in Jacksonville.
Duval County. They probably close to 1 million now. Maybe. That's the biggest city on the map as far as land mass is concerned.
Wow.
Biggest city in the country.
Wow.
Jacksonville, Florida.
NBA news, man.
Yeah, man.
Your boy David Griffin,
unbelievable,
made a comment one day about
hit that smooth moon.
About to get heated up
hold
here.
Hold on. We gonna talk about that though. We're gonna talk about it. But yeah, man, he made comments about the Cleveland organization working with LeBron and things like that while he was the GM of Cleveland. And Quan, you're going to be brought in on this conversation also. So maybe you guys can kind of, Bill Logan, what did you read that David Griffin said and how he said it?
Well, when I read what I read from the SI article, because a lot of people saying that he said that he was miserable working with LeBron James. He did not say he was miserable working with LeBron James. He was miserable because of trying to keep up with trying to get that team back to the finals. It broke him down mentally or whatever, and he said that's the reason why he stepped away, because he knew that was just too much of a task for him. And a lot of people can say, well, that's an indictment on him as a GM, because you should always want to try to be with a winning organization.
Sure.
And when you got a star player like LeBron,
Absolutely.
well, that should make your job easy.
No doubt.
But when I watched the when he came on, was it ESPN when he came on? I think it was ESPN. I didn't see him backtracking from anything he said. I think he just really explained in depth and detail exactly what he meant from that article. Because if you read the article, a lot of people are going to say, oh, yeah, he's disrespecting, and I didn't see a backtrack or anything. That's just me, though.
from what he said originally, I'm gonna go off his original words. It seemed as though he was placing some blame. That's what it looked like to me.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like he was basically saying, "Hey, man, the reason why I didn't feel the way I felt, why I was supposed to feel, I wasn't comfortable, was because of LeBron James." That's what it looked like to me. Now, could he have been feeling something else and said something different? Absolutely. But I'm going off what we heard, bro. And what we heard was the reason why you felt the way you felt, all the words you said, were because of LeBron James. Now, we're not there in everyday dealings with the Cleveland Cavaliers. We're not there with any team in the everyday dealings. So we don't really know what the deal really is when you're looking into these organizations like that. But this is coming from the GM. This is coming from the dude that's involved in everyday basketball operations. He's the head of that. Of everyday basketball operations, he leads that charge. And for him to even come out and say something remotely to the effect of so-and-so made it difficult or keeping up with his demands or the demands that surrounded him or whatever words he used, it just seems a little suspect. That's all. It just seems suspect.
I think if he has to go back the next day and get on TV to talk about it, that's backtracking. You know what I'm saying? So he had to go defend himself because he said, man, have you ever told someone too much?
Yeah.
And then you realize when you walk away like, oh, man, I should not have told them that because they're probably going to go tell other people.
Yeah. Well,
and I think that's what he did. He just like spilled too much of his thoughts out there. And listen, maybe LeBron is all that. But at the same time, he won you a championship. So he probably is super hard to work with and deal with and has a lot of demands. But those demands brought you a championship that you would not have won without those demands being made and without that dude being there. So was it hard? Was it frustrating? It probably was. But at the same time, once it's said and done, you should be able to sit back and celebrate. Like, look, it was hard going through the process, but once we did it, like, I put my hands up, like, yo,
look what we got,
and I was done, and I was done.
And as a GM, on top of that, I can really take full credit for this.
Yeah, you built the team.
I built this team. You built the team. I can take full credit for that,
and he gets full credit for putting that team together.
Absolutely, as he should. But on the flip side, after this, it's like, damn, dog.
He just got a new GM job at the Pelicans because of what he did in Cleveland.
Of what he did in Cleveland.
I just think as a GM.
So maybe LeBron should be the GM of the Pelicans.
I just think as a GM, there are certain things that you don't say in the public eye or the media eye because
especially when you act like you're homies.
And you want to be a GM of another team. And you're probably going to be the GM of another star player. There's no trust with that incoming new job and star player. If I know that my GM, be in his damn feelings.
So you're saying Zion's eyebrows raised quite high when he heard that.
My thing is this: who wants to be in Cleveland, man? Right. Joakim Noah, find that clip. He has said it, and no disrespect to you, Big Unc, KB out there, but no one is looking to go to Cleveland for on vacation or long term, or me telling you, hey man, I won't be here for the next 2 week shows. Me and my family were going to Cleveland. We finna go enjoy the Akron sites in the
Lake
small
Erie.
Who wants
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
It's going as a G.
Every day.
If I'm dude,
every day.
Pat Riley would have had problems trying to get people to come to Cleveland to play with LeBron James. I don't care if it was KD in Cleveland. Cats would not want to go to Cleveland. That is one of the reasons people were leaving OKC. Stop trying to put it all on Westbrook. It's not all on him. Who wants to go chill in OKC?
Tornadoes.
Come on,
Flatland.
dog.
What is there to see in
I'm
Oklahoma
telling you,
City?
it's places that matter, man. But as a GM, you don't throw a person that brought Cleveland it's championship. Who else was going to bring them a championship in Cleveland?
Nobody.
Andrew Wiggins,
Craig Elo.
Right.
Boy, sit down. Mark Price.
Brad
Daugherty. Boy.
No.
Larry Nance Sr.
Larry Nance Sr. Who was gonna do it?
What's the point guard? Brandon. He played for them. Last name. I think his last name was Brandon.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Brandon.
Brandon Knight.
No, it wasn't.
No. Terrell Brandon.
Terrell Brandon.
Really good underrated point guard.
Yeah.
That's why Terry Rozier needed to sit down. You ain't even better than Terrell Brandon. Boy, bye.
Not even better than my nephew Brandon.
Whoa.
Not even better than Brandon Marshall, who has a tryout for the Colts.
He's not even better than Brandon Lee, who died on the set of The Crow.
Ouch.
Oh, come on.
See, there you go, talking about dead people again.
Yeah,
Then you trying to talk about me.
That's because sometimes you co-sign with that doggone guru thing. I'm still mad about that. We'll never get over that.
What?
But yeah, man, come on. David Griffin, man, stop it. Stop it. Nobody, you should never have to defend things that you say.
How do you think Zion Williamson is looking at that? Him and his team have to look at that like, we gotta.
But let's take it even further, though.
He's the next star, right?
Let's take it even further, though. How about when these dudes' contracts come up? Because it's going to be all fine and good while they're still 14 and 15 years old running around the NBA, right? These contracts will expire soon.
Let me tell you,
what is he going to do then? That's what I'm interested in seeing.
Now
he's leaving. He's not going to stay there for his whole career.
So look, David Griffin is over in New Orleans right now.
And that's from Bill Stradamus.
We all know that the Cleveland Cavaliers organization and ownership is a very difficult to work with. I don't think it was LeBron James. I mean, you dealing with Dan Gilbert, who's really not. He's a cheapskate, number one, and then on top of that, he's not willing to, give up a little bit extra to keep a team together or still relevant.
But let's be honest before you continue. Anytime you get with a star player, it's going to be difficult, bro. Let's not act like Michael Jordan was just the easiest dude to work with.
Or Kobe Bryant.
Phil Jackson wrote a book about Kobe and Shaq.
Come on. Any star player you can think of.
And it wasn't flattering.
Come on, bro. Let's not go there. Let's not just think for 1 second that it's easy to work with a star player, bro. It's not. It's not. Demands are there because these are star players, bro. So demands are going to be there. That's automatic. It comes with the territory, bro. Continue.
Well, I'm going to tell you, just being in Cleveland, just being in that atmosphere, the fact that you got LeBron, you got people not wanting to be there. Now you have management, and then you have an owner that's just right next to Dolan as one of the worst.
Jeez.
Right? So now you go over to New Orleans. You got a young group, a young core. You open your mouth about a past job that you had and about working with in those environments and things like that. And now you go over here and you expect that Cheeseburger Eddie is going to stay there long term, or you're going to keep a long-term job as the GM knowing that you would kind of throw them under the bus?
Man.
Come on, dog.
It's tough, bro.
Big ups to Zion Williamson, who signed a lucrative deal with the Jordan brand. At the end of the day, it wasn't
Took
really
less money.
It wasn't really all about the money. It was about the look. He wants to be that Jordan guy. Jordans. I mean, you got people still standing in line for Jordans right now. Why wouldn't he want to get a lifetime?
Absolutely.
I think Michael Finley that I seen at the summer league still is on the Jordan
brand guy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's a bunch of guys that still Jordan brand guys.
Right.
Melo.
So he wants to be a part of that brand, and
why not?
What's the issue?
And no issue.
Right. So good luck, David Griffin, on making this team relevant. Now that you have a superstar over there who may be worse than quote unquote LeBron James as far as getting along with. Are they going to move him before the season starts?
You talking about?
I'm thinking Chris Paul went over there, but your boy Holiday. I think if I was Holiday, I'd demand a trade. I don't want. I mean, they got Lonzo Ball. Run with your squad.
Run with your young boys.
Holiday probably got what, another 3 years?
He got a nice little amount of time left where he can still
3 years at his level.
Yeah, at his level, sure. I'll give him 3 years at his level.
It's time to go. If I'm Holiday, I'm asking for a trade after this year.
I'm just not like looking at that team on paper. You're like, okay, that's a nice, well put together 18U AAU team.
This dude,
I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Look at the squad.
18.
Look at the squad, bro. Come on, bro. That is hard to guard basketball out there. Shout out Darius Banks. That's hard to guard basketball out there, bro.
18U.
That is an 18U.
Do you think they really need a veteran presence like Drew Holiday to kind of show these guys how to do it?
Hey, if that's what the team want, that's fine. If I'm Holiday, I'm like, I didn't ask to be that.
I didn't ask to be that. I am not a role model. Look, I am not a role model.
Get out of here.
I'm not a role model.
He still has 3 years left on his contract.
Man.
Next year he can probably either get out. He can opt out.
No.
If he has,
he got 2 years before he opts out.
He has
yikes.
2019, 20, 21, and 22. He's locked in.
That means that he's got no more bag.
He's not unrestricted till 2020.
He's not going to get no more bag.
That means he's going to be
stuck.
babysitting.
Keep
it real.
He has a player option in 21.
Yeah, he's not going to get a bag after that.
This is Little Tykes Incorporated.
2 more years before he got a player option.
He's going to be babysitting.
With Uncle Drew.
But right now, I'll fake a hamstring and sit out the next year and a half. Look at Conley. Conley was hurt during the golden years.
But see, I think they got a good squad, man. So I don't think they have to. I don't think he's super worried. They got a good squad.
You're talking about the Pelicans.
The Pelicans. I think they got a good squad, especially with him. And guess what? That's his team.
Well, it's going to be difficult.
We'll see.
It's going to be difficult for Griffin, the GM, to continue to keep this young core of guys, even if they do gel well, to keep them in New Orleans. Because at the end of their contracts, they're not going to want to be there either.
They aren't going to be there for a second bag when it comes up to all of them.
Unless they just thirsty and love New Orleans. I mean, I've been to New Orleans a couple of times. And
if they fall in love with the beignets and, the etouffee and all that stuff.
Alligator meat, dog. Alligator on the skewer.
Yeah, and some of them women out there look a little different, too.
They a little different. And they got that, what's that pop music that they be.
It's a different,
yeah, man. They be in there. They be getting it in the 405.
Yeah, man.
Or in the 504.
They love it, man. So, yeah, man.
Yes, indeed.
Let
man.
the ball
Shout
bounce.
out Mel Kaufman, man.
Yeah. Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. We appreciate you guys,
Yes,
man.
indeed, man.
Chiming into the show every Saturday, 2 p.m. Our next show is Tuesday at 6 p.m., man. We appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate everybody who chimed in on Let the Ball Bounce. Sports Talk page,
man.
live,
crazy.
Man.
Live was crazy today, bro.
And as Biz Markie said, Reagan is depressed, but I voted for Shirley Chisholm.
Shout out Shirley Chisholm.
Hey,
man.
Reagan's daughter is out there apologizing for him being a racist.
Yep.
Boy, if you don't
Too late. Too late.
How you apologize
if he
for
didn't
somebody?
apologize, you shouldn't.
Thank you, because when he was here, he didn't say nothing.
He ain't apologized.
And just another day in America, another mass shooting in El Paso.
Come on, dog. At a Walmart.
Unbelievable.
White kid, 21.
Of course.
Said he was trying to stop the Hispanic invasion of Texas.
Oh.
It's called El Paso.
Whoa.
What?
It's called El Paso.
Wow,
Dude.
bro.
What?
That's crazy. We didn't even talk about the one that happened up in Gilroy.
Oh, and he didn't get shot at all by the cops.
Jeez.
Surprise.
Of course not.
Wow.
That's like me going in Taco Bell and having a mass shooting saying you guys serve too many tacos. It's called Taco Bell, man.
Boy, oh boy.
He clearly does not celebrate Taco Tuesdays.
Yes, bounce music, Mel Kaufman. That's what it is. The bounce music.
Bounce.
Big Frida. Big Frida.
Yeah.
The bounce music,
Big
man.
Frida.
Big Frida.
Look, man, let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. If you're scared,
you better go to church.